Taran Mattix works the furnace fields on Vrykul Prime, a toxic rust-covered hellscape where survival depends on medical cyberware filtering the poison air. He finds his friend Jorik's body in the scrap basin, throat torn open, respirator implant ripped out. Without it, Jorik suffocated in his own planet's atmosphere. Blood trail leads deeper into the basin. Terran follows it to an abandoned forge complex where the walls still glow red. He hears machinery. Voices. Someone's operating heavy equipment in a supposedly dead sector. Inside, a makeshift surgical theater. Bodies strapped to tables. Velrik's gang members stripping cyberware with industrial cutters. A Velrix with rust-brown fur and a scarred face. Skrit Jawsnap examines a fresh harvest. Medical implants. Dozens of them. All from Rustborn Covenant workers. Taran recognizes more victims. People he worked with. Friends. Skrit's scanning each implant, sorting by value. Throatbot's worth triple, yeah? Strip it clean. This isn't random violence, it's organized. Industrial-scale harvesting. Metal clangs. Taran's boot hits a discarded tool. Every Velric's head snaps toward him. Skrit's good eye locks on. Runner in Sector 9, lock him down! The gang scatters like insects, blocking every exit. Taran runs. He knows these sectors spent 15 years maintaining them. Ducks through a maintenance shaft. The Velrix are faster, skittering across walls and ceilings. Their claws spark against metal. Skrit's voice echoes through comms. Nobody ghosts on my watch! Taran triggers an emergency steam vent, buying seconds. Bursts into the rust plains' open ground, nowhere to hide. Orange haze everywhere. The gang pours out behind him like a flood. He's making for the rusted canyon, hoping the unstable terrain slows them. Doesn't make it. A Velrix drops from an overhead pipeline, tackling him into the rust. More surround him, weapons raised. Taran's prosthetic arm sparks, damaged in the fall. He's cornered against a collapsed industrial tower. Skrit approaches, Scrapclaw augments whirring. Chainlock now, yeah? Should've stayed blind. He raises his cutter toward Taran's respirator port, the same implant they ripped from Jorik. This one? Med-grade. Good salvage. Taran grabs a jagged piece of scrap metal, swings wild. Skrit laughs, catching his wrist. Other Velrix close in. Taran's back against the wall. No way out. His respirator implant glows faintly at his throat, the only thing keeping him alive on this toxic world. Skrit's cutter touches Taran's skin. Then, a howl. Massive. Primal. Everyone freezes, from the rust fog behind them glowing eyes. Dozens of them. Rust hounds. The mutated predators of the rust plains. Drawn by blood. Starving. The rust hounds attack. Not Taran, they want the Velrix. Easier prey. Skrit screams orders, but his gang scatters. Taran rolls under a collapsed beam as teeth and claws tear into fur and metal. He runs while the screaming covers his escape. Taran doubles back to the chop shop while it's empty. Searches. Skrit's operation. Finds a datapad in a lockbox. Encrypted manifests. Shipping routes. Buyer lists. This isn't street crime. The implants are going off-world. Corporate channels. Syndicate supply codes. Hundreds of names. Workers who disappeared over 3 years. All dead. All harvested. Payment records trace back to a Vrykul account. But the routing is Syndicate standard encryption. Whoever runs this has serious backing. Taran copies everything to a data chip. He needs someone with authority, someone the Covenant trusts. Rani Amtina, Forgemaster's council member. She's been advocating for worker safety reforms for years. An Amore who climbed from slavery to leadership. If anyone will help, it's her. Rani meets him in the Zenith Gardens. Her tendrils shimmer violet under grow lights. She listens to his story with perfect concern, those large amber eyes projecting sympathy. This is horrific, Taran. Show me everything you found. She examines the data, shakes her head. Worse than I feared. I'll bring this to the full council immediately. She touches his shoulder, classic Amorine gesture of solidarity. You're safe now. Let me handle this. You've done enough. But Taran sees it. Just for a second. When the datapad shows a specific account number, her expression flickers. Not shock, recognition. And her fingers pause on one name in the buyer list. Her encrypted comm device vibrates. She ignores it. Rani, that account number. She cuts him off. Her voice changes, colder. You should have stayed blind, Taran. Her hand moves to her concealed neural comm. Security doors seal behind him. Lana, suspect contained. The Syndicate enforcer enters. Human female, shaved head glowing with neural ports, gray eyes with digital overlay. Matte black tactical armor. She moves like death, augmented, precise, inhuman. Subject, Taran Mattix. Termination authorized. Her targeting system locks onto him. Taran smashes a grow light, plunging the section into darkness. Lana's retinal system compensates instantly, but he's already moving. industrial worker, knows every maintenance shaft. He crashes through a ventilation grate, falling 2 levels. Barely catches himself. The data chip digs into his palm. He runs through sub-levels, Lana's footsteps echoing above. Emotionless, relentless. His respirator is cracked from the fall toxic air seeping in. Above ground, Ronnie's already spinning the story. Tragic accident. Worker went mad from toxic exposure. Taran's face appears on every Syndicate terminal. Wanted. Dead. Taran's been underground for 6 hours. Every Syndicate enforcer on Vrykul is hunting him. His respirator is failing. Toxic air burns his lungs with every breath. The data chip is hidden in his prosthetic arm's maintenance port. If he dies, the evidence dies with him. Tonight is the Rite of Rust, annual Covenant ceremony where thousands gather at the furnace fields. Live broadcast to every screen on Vrykul. If Taran can reach the ceremony's public access terminal, he can upload everything, expose Ronnie, show the Covenant who's been killing them. Lana tracks him through the industrial sectors. Her neural sweep predicts his movements, heat signature, gate analysis, probability matrices. She's 3 steps ahead. Syndicate drones sweep the corridors. Skrit's surviving gang members hunt the tunnels. They all want him dead. Taran emerges at the furnace fields as the ceremony begins. 10,000 Covenant members. The corroded Hierophant raises the golden staff. Fissure energy pulses through the crowd. Taran pushes toward the broadcast terminal, hood up, face hidden. He reaches the terminal, plugs in the data chip. The upload bar crawls forward. 40%. 50. Behind him, the ceremony continues. Workers pray over rusted metal, honoring entropy's sacred cycle. They don't know their council member has been feeding them to the Syndicate. Upload terminated. Lana's hand slams down on the terminal, but the upload hits 70%, enough data already in the system. She yanks Taran back, her augmented strength making it effortless. Her targeting system centers on his head. You delayed the inevitable, nothing more. Ronnie appears with Syndicate backup. She projects calm to the crowd. This man murdered workers and stole their implants. Don't let his lies. Then, the screens change. The queued data broadcasts. Victim names, payment records, shipping manifests, all traced to Ronnie's accounts. Silence. 10,000 Covenant members see the evidence. Ronnie's face on screen, her comm logs with Syndicate contacts. Skrit's chop shop footage, bodies on tables, their friends, their families. The crowd's shock turns to rage. The Rustborn swarm. Ronnie tries to run, but they surround her. The Hierophant's golden staff pulses brighter. You perverted the sacred cycle. Lana tries to extract her, but there are too many. She fights, but even augmented, she's outnumbered. The Covenant tears through Syndicate enforcers. Lana locks onto Taran one last time. Primary objective. She charges. Taran has seconds. He triggers an emergency forge vent. Superheated steam erupts between them. Her thermal sensors overload. She stumbles. He grabs a piece of molten scrap with his prosthetic, swings it into her neural port. She drops. Ronnie screams as the Covenant drags her toward a fissure. The evidence spreads beyond Vrykul. The Galnet picks it up. The Syndicate's harvesting operation exposed. Taran collapses, respirator finally failing. Covenant medics rush to him. He's alive. Barely. But Jorik's death meant something. They all did. The truth is out. Justice served. But the Syndicate never forgets. Subscribe for more Tenebrica stories.